Oh boy, there goes a notification. That makes me so happy. There's that sound again. Hello, everybody. 28,000 Bitcoin. It's a good time to come in because we've been down under 28. So we just hit 28 right now. Great time to start the show. Wasn't really planning on talking about crypto because it's down and, it's not as exciting when it's down. But we've got Cyber with us. He's gaming today. Yes. We're going to pull that up. We had Willie Bragg on earlier. It was an excellent second part to an excellent interview. He's a good guy. Man, he's a really good guy. I really enjoyed it, and I'd love to have him on again and again, and I hope to join him on his show as well. Turns out that his audience does not like me. They do not like me, and I'm okay with that.
I don't?
Yeah, because he likes me, and that's all that matters. Yeah, the audience does. It's just like when I interviewed Ron Placone for the first time on my show, and Kepper was like, "This sucks," and I immediately banned Kepper. He didn't come back for like a year and a half after that. And I didn't care. I was like, I don't care, bro. If you're going to be like that, I mean, this is it's way more important to me that I have Ron Placone on here for an interview than I have you on here not using your space bar. So, Cyber's Grow Tent. It's right there. Okay. Cyber's playing, which game, Cyber?
The Last of Us.
Last of Us. Okay, so we got Last of Us on tap here. That's a desktop that we don't need. We're going to move me down just a little and make this screen bigger so I can see what I'm looking at. Ugh! I'm scary. Ooh, who's that guy? Good thing he's using the soft focus today. You do not want to see my skin. Trust me, folks. Trust me. It's blurry for a reason, and it's a darn good one. So, that's the beauty of the, what's her name? The Barbara Walters soft focus. Don't let that guy... Oh, did he shoot you in your head?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Now I know I've been having such weird dreams lately. So, we do have something very urgent. And I don't say that jokingly. I say that urgent to discuss on the show. Because I think that us losing our rights is urgent. I think it needs to be said with urgency. And people need to take it seriously. And I made sure to put it in the title so that people would know this is a very important show. When you see the name Michelangelo, it conjures up, one of the greatest artists of all humankind. So, you hear the name Michelangelo and everyone around the world knows that name. So you think of the sculpture of David, which is probably one of the most iconic statues in the history of mankind, right? Marble statue that Michelangelo carved, and it's amazing. It's something to behold. If you've ever seen the statue, it was basically the introduction of the Enlightenment, that statue, more or less. And it has massive significance on multiple levels. Too many to discuss, right? The kind of thing you talk about in a classroom with students. And you'd have a whole hour, you'd have to spend a whole week talking about all the stuff, intricacies. And it helps kids think, helps them learn, helps them understand, that maybe the human body could be viewed as an art form, not necessarily something we giggle at. Right? Ooh, he's got his penis exposed. Ooh. Okay, you're over it. That didn't take long. Cool, now you can look at the muscle definition. Now you can look at the expression. Now you can look at
Imagine that a fucking natural fucking naked body. Every fucking man have, and every fucking woman have a naked body also.
Yes. Yes. It's nothing to be ashamed of. And in this specific case, it is a sight to behold. I mean, the poise, the posture, the craftsmanship that went into that statue, the history behind it, the inspiration that it's created for so many other artists around the world. I mean, the discussion is never ending when you're discussing Michelangelo and the David statue. It's a never ending discussion, and it's the kind of thing that you want to talk in school to kids at, and it's how you introduce them to maybe more adult leaning topics, because you are looking at the human form in completely exposed, and it's how children become more mature, by having adult, mature conversations around things like this. Well, let me just read to you this article here. I didn't read the article. I did find in the article that I was looking for something specific that my mother told me it was in the article, and I located that. It was very near the very beginning of the article. I just want to read it to you. This is Scott Maxwell. He is a complete shit lib, just like my mother. Okay, understand that. There are Democrats. The Democratic Party can do no wrong. Joe Biden is awesome and strong, and the rest of the world lies when they say he's a faltering old man that's suffering from dementia. And I'm a liar. So they're shit libs, and I'm a fucking liar. Right? Okay. Now understand this. Now, shit lib might say something that I agree with. And this shit lib, Scott Maxwell, he's totally going to say something that I'm about to agree with. It doesn't make me a shit lib, but I'm going to agree with this shit lib. Okay? Believe it or not, my mother and I agree on things sometimes too. But I digress. In Florida, absurdity is the new normal. Now, if you follow me on Twitter like I ask all of you to do, you've already primed for this and you've already seen, you got a good idea what's coming. But, if not, here you go. Schools are banning Disney movies, label art, history, porn. Movies, comma. And they label art history porn. You might be wondering, what form of art history would be considered porn by Florida Republicans? Well, the David statue, it's got a penis that's about 20 times larger than any of theirs. And they just can't handle it. The average Republican penis is smaller around in circumference than the average Republican's pinky. So when they see that big old hog that David's got, which isn't really that big, but for them it's huge, they're intimidated and they don't want their little children to know that daddy's got a smaller penis than the David statue does.
Actually, bro, pull up that statue so I can see it, see if I remember it.
Okay, I will do that for you right now.
I'm pretty sure I have seen it.
Oh, bro. It's iconic. And this is perfect because it's just the top half. This is an iconic statue, bro. I mean, it was just done so well. You look at the definition, the muscle tone, bro. The freaking Adam's apple. The hair. Look at that sculpture. Look at his arms, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And below that, there is
I recognize it.
Below that, there is an average-sized penis. Get over it. It's no big deal. Republicans need to be not so scared of nudity. And the fact that they're using this as a springboard to launch fascism, I mean, every single human being, I don't care if you're a Republican, I don't care if you're an evangelical Christian, I don't care what you consider yourself, this should make you stop, pause, and say, well, I guess what Ron DeSantis has done in Florida has gone too far. You don't ban, talking about this statue to kids in school and label it porn. So the principal that was talking about that, he's a pedophile for introducing porn to children? Dude, this is psychotic. I'm not going to stand for it. And hey, man, hey, all you Republicans in Florida, you want to drive people like me and my 81-year-old mother out into the street holding signs to protest you? Keep it up, guys. Because, hey, man, I basically have nothing better to do than protest you now and your fascism. And it's really what I want to do. I want to go out on the road and hold up a sign and show other people out there that there's people here in Florida that aren't going to put up with this. And, you know, you want to talk about your precious statues of war criminals from the past and slave owners from the past, and you got a problem getting rid of those statues. Oh, but this statue right here, this is a problem because, you know, penis. I'm not surprised. I told my entire audience for over a year now that this is where we were headed. They weren't going to stop at K through 3. And I begged you guys not to support it, and I begged you guys to support me and amplify my voice, but it doesn't have to be my voice anymore. There's a lot of other people that are picking up my gauntlet. There's a lot of other people that are running with my baton. And you know what? They all get it. They're like, yeah, we were a little behind Nate. We don't support Nate because we don't like that guy. I'm not going to retweet him. I'm not going to like his tweets. I don't want him to know that I'm reading his shit. And I don't want to be affiliated with him because he's a mean person. And, you know, people are going to come in to my podcast to troll me like they do him. Or it's going to bring some negativity down on me or whatever. Hey, man, I totally get it. I'm cool with that. I'm fucking fine with that. I am. I'm perfectly fine with that. Just remember, I was the one sounding the alarm while you all were running away from me because you're petrified of being affiliated with me. But hey, man, at least Willie Bragg's not. Willie Bragg's like, dude, I'll come on your show and I'll let my audience see you on my show too. Naughty Dog. Is that the name? That's the last of his. Naughty Dog is the company.
Yeah, that's the company who made it. Yep.
Dude, when I was going to Full Sail, we had to come up with our own company name for a production company. It was a little project we were doing and come up with a graphic and a logo and design it on Photoshop and all this. And I came up with Bad Dog Productions. It's funny. Bad Dog, Naughty Dog, very close. I like that. Okay, so there's a lot going on inside here right now. And it's all jumbled up right now. I'm having I don't, when I'm like this, I don't see any thought at all. In fact, I just wait for somebody to attack me so I can just start screaming at them. Let me I never did the SEO. Let me see if I can get that going here. Give me a second. I've got, like I said, there's a lot going on here and I have no control over it right now. So just bear with me. And I apologize for that, but I'm, as Billy Valentine says, I'm excessively manic right now. Or manic. I'm excessively manic right now. These are his favorite shows. So, let me just see. Okay, that's not it. Okay, I gotta get my SEO. I'm sorry. And those of you who wanted to see the interview, let me just slow myself down, man. I'm sorry. Those of you who wanted to see the interview from earlier today, it's up on all my, well, not all my channels, but it's up on the main channel. It's up on the main channel on Facebook, and it might be up on Rumble, and it's also up on Willie Bragg's show. And it is 4 o'clock. Top of the hour. Cyber.
Unpacked.
Okay, good man. That's a wingman right there, folks. Here we go, man. The interview was stellar. I mean, I would dare I say that Willie and I even have chemistry, man. It really clicks. I really like being quiet and listening to him, and he lets me talk when I'm talking too. In fact, uncomfortably long. Today I was talking and I was like, he should cut me off any moment now, you know, and he didn't. He let me finish. And I'm not used to that. You know, I was actually able to finish all my thoughts and say everything. And it's great to talk to a free speech absolutist that doesn't mind listening to people, you know? It's fun. He's not just waiting for his moment to start talking. He's listening to what you're saying and saying, hey, maybe I can contribute or learn. And you can tell by the pausing and the way he's, you know, he's looking around and thinking about things you say and stuff like that. He's not like just waiting for his moment. And those are the kind of people I like, man. You know, I like to have real conversations with people. So he's welcome back anytime. I told him, we can do a thing. And he said I'd come back on his show. If you guys have a topic you'd like to hear the two of us discuss, let me or him know, and we'll get on that. Also, Cyber, cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers to everyone that's in the chats. And I'm sorry, I am a little back here, guys. I'm not on the show, so I don't see the chats. I don't have the chat up. That's what's going on. Okay, I don't have the chat up. My bad, everybody. You guys were probably like, dude, the chat, man, the chat. Oh, I forgot to pull the chat up, man. I like I said, I'm really scatterbrained, but the chat is up now, and I apologize to everybody that is now there. Sorry. Okay. Cheers, Cyber. No longer going to cannabis. Thanks, everybody, for taking time out to spend time with me and Cyber. We love that you guys are here. It means everything to us. Cheers.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
Nick Brown. Cheers.
Cheers, Nick.
Billy Bong Thornton.
Billy Bong.
Chat.
Chat.
Winnet Muncha. Bottoms up.
Are you cringing yet? Got 2 views on Twitter, man, on my Twitter feed. Ban Michelangelo for being woke. 2 views. Ugh. That is really, really bad.
Billy Bong Thornton. Yay, we're back. That's what it feels like when YouTube censors you, chat. Patrick John Welder. Little Pecker Michaelangelo.
It's not Michelangelo, it's David. Michelangelo is the artist. I would love for a right-winger to come in here and try to call the statue of David from Michelangelo porn. I would love it. I'd love to have that conversation.
Man.
That level of stupidity reaches flat earth fucking cue ball status.
Yeah.
So I mean, when I was a little kid and my mom showed me that statue, I think we saw it.
Billy Bong Thornton.
That
statue is literally chiseled.
It's is it in France? Where is that statue located?
It is probably in
Patrick John Welder.
In Paris.
Do you believe the Mona Lisa is a self-portrait?
No, the Mona Lisa.
Billy Bong Thornton. If I looked like David, I'd have all the girls.
I know, right? That's what I'm striving to look like. I need them David pecs, bro. That means no more bread, no more sugar. I gotta get rid of all the fat. I gotta cut down. Bro, too fat, you must cut lean. You gotta take the escalator to the mezzanine, chump. And let me tell you something. Change, but it's on, Super Bonbon. Listen, this is the problem. The problem is I've got fat all over my body, and it doesn't need to be there. That's my problem. And when I look at that statue of David, I'm like, dude, matzah, bro. It's all about the matzah. You want that unleavened bread. You don't want to be eating McDonald's. French fries, fried food, poo-poo platters. Hey, baby. I'm a big poo-poo fan. What can I say? I love the poo-poo platters. Freaking love them. It's all fried and it's all fat. And I know that's why I have a problem getting to where exactly I want to be. And it's also unhealthy for me. I could have a heart attack at any moment. Still, just having muscles doesn't stop you from, it doesn't clean your arteries out. So, what fills your arteries is fried foods and red meat and sugar and poison.
Billy Bong Thornton.
We were way healthier back then.
My problem is the damn milkshakes. Gotta cut back.
Milkshakes. Yeah, I have fat-free milk. So I'll have like a chocolate chip cookie, but I'll have it with fat-free milk. But, yeah, I need to stop eating chocolate chip cookies. I need to stop eating... I'd like to just totally lose all the fat. One time in my life. Just drop it all. You know? I look at some of my friends that don't eat bread, man. It makes a huge difference. And I'm just a bread whore. Psst. Is that a thing? Somebody likes a lot of bread? Oh, I've got it wrong.
A bread fan?
A bread what?
No, bread fan.
Bread fan?
Like a song. Bread fan.
Billy Bong Thornton.
I'm a bread hoe.
You can do it, Nay. I'll do a challenge with you.
No, I can't do it, and I fail. I'm eating a bagel first thing in the morning. I fail. Fail. I'm having red meat tonight for dinner. I'm having bread in the morning. Fail. It's gotta be, you dude, you know? I gotta cut lean.
Nice blazed.
Say what now?
Oh, it was blazed. He said something. It was text to speech. I heard it.
Blazed, he's not in our chat on the show, is he?
He's in Discord.
I see him in Discord.
Yeah, I have a dilemma because there are 2 games coming out here I want to buy in next month. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, who is part 2 to the other Star Wars game I just recently played. And then Dead Island 2 comes out also. So it sucks. I don't know. I cannot decide which one to buy actually. I'm packed.
I want to put just a little bit more on here.
Do that.
My brain is still scrambled, man. It's like there's no thoughts coming forth. It's just all like fog and haze. It's the weirdest thing. But I'm totally aware of it. I realize like I'm walking around confused and shit. Why does that say 45,273? 40, it's not 45,273, dude. It's 43,112. There must be 2 of those windows up. How is that even possible, bro? Bro, what is going on? What am I... Where is this coming from? That's all wrong. Dude, why do I feel like I'm losing my mind and the ability to think? Why can't I find that page? It's like it must be a frozen screenshot. That must be what that is. That was freaking me out. Oh, dude, my brain's just so slow. So that's all-time profit? Okay, that's perfect. We can have that in there too. Great. Now, why is it doing that? That is so weird. That is not the portion of that page that I grabbed. That is so weird, man. Bro, the software's making me lose my mind. Okay. Okay. I'm okay. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second.
Take your time, bro.
I know. I'm really confused right now. Smart selection. Okay. It did it again. Why is it doing that, man? Oh my God. Why is it doing that? This is not my fault. This is so weird. Wait. Did I change the size? It didn't change anything on that page. Dude. Okay, so the software is malfunctioning. It is acting really weird. And, I'm just going to remove all of these. And I'm just going to take a deep breath. Okay, what is that? Okay, and now I'm going to put this on full screen. I'm going to put it on the top. It's on the top. Okay, and now I'm going to try this one more time. Add source, desktop capture, smart selection. We'll do a perfect capture again. Just like that. Oh, bro, it did it for a second and then it clicked back over. What? Do you guys saw it? It did it. It did it for a second. There, it did it for a second.
That's fucking weird, man.
It froze. Right when it was up. 43,112.95. I'm just... Okay, what is that screenshotting? This is so weird right here. This thing right here, it's not on my screen. That's not on my screen. Anywhere. I don't know where it's getting that image from. Because it says all portfolios 6223, not 6441. Right? This doesn't exist. It's not on my desktop. If I look at all my windows, there's only one window open that's got the coin market on there. I'm just gonna try something a little crazy here. Here, let me try this. Smart selection. Now I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna grab all of this, make a long thing like that.
Flying squirrel. Sure, it's there. I can see it.
It's not. It's not on my screen. There is nothing on my screen that says 64417820 13,363.21. That's nowhere on my screen. This is what's so crazy. I'm capturing something that it shows you for a second, and then all of a sudden it goes to this. Wait, hold on. Hold on.
It's not something you have minimized.
right? It's something that's minimized. I think you're right. But there's only one coin market page open, bro, and I'm going through all the pages and it's not showing a second one. I'll change it and see what happens. No, it went back to that same weird image. And I refreshed the page. Here, I'll close it out. Whoa. Okay. I got an idea. I'll open it in another browser window. How about that? Here. No, dude. They're sending me an email verification code. Oh my god. That is so stupid. Can you believe this?
It's fucking weird.
But I did it and I'm in. Okay, so now this is supposedly up and running. And I should be able to just go like this now. There we go. There it is. So I'm just using a different browser. Bro, it's giving us our overall all-time profit now, 23.7%. So anybody who wants to know that 35,000, how much money it's made all-time now, that's on screen. You can see the all-time profit now, 23.71% at any given moment that I refresh the page. Now I have to refresh the page for those numbers to, but the main number should refresh on its own. My bad. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Okay, let's get rid of this. This was a chat right here. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Getting rid of all the excess stuff we don't need. So there's restream chat. Get rid of that. There's restream chat. We get rid of that. We'll get rid of this desktop. Get rid of this desktop. There's the actual chat page right there. And we just have to find it. Is the chat no longer on screen? No, it's right there. What's going on with that? Why isn't it showing up here? There it is. Cool. Okay, you guys are on screen. I'm behind on 420. I'm sorry, Cyber.
No problem.
Okay, happy 420 Cyber. Everybody else, thanks for taking time out to be here with us today. We really appreciate all of you. It means a lot that you're here. Even when I'm having a manic day like this and my brain's scrambled, I do appreciate you guys. Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Okay. Let me just go straight to the news. Mark Miley's reporting in that the Wagners are suffering an enormous amount of casualties. Oh, really? Is that what the general from America is saying? Oh, thanks for the intel, bro. I'll wait until Wagner tells me how they're doing. I would so take their word over yours. All right, so they arrested a journalist from the Wall Street Journal in Russia. Yes.
Yeah.
So they also arrested a man whose daughter was drawing pictures, pro-Ukrainian anti-war photos, pictures. I mean,
yeah, and he then he was placed in house arrest, and then when he learned he had to go to jail for 2 years, he escaped, and they placed the child in fucking in re-education camp or whatever you call it.
That's psychotic.
It is fucking psychotic. That's fucking communism, man.
Yeah. Well, it is under Putin, at least it is.
It's also like that in China, you know.
Yeah, under Xi.
That is communism. You're not allowed to fucking have an opinion.
Dude, if I was the president of Russia, I wouldn't be like that. And if I was running communism, I wouldn't run it like that. You know, and I bet if Bernie Sanders was running communism, he wouldn't be like that. He wouldn't be like, you know, mean to people, right?
Yeah, but then this would not really be communism, right? Then it would be socialism, right?
I don't necessarily. No. I don't think that's true. Socialism and communism are two different things. So, it's not dependent on, you know, that someone's being mean or doing or imprisoning people against their will. It can happen under any regime. You know, anybody can be imprisoned, but I think it's more about communal life compared to socialist life, and
Josh G.
I think there's
Hey,
some places where you can make, you know, some distinction between the two. I would think that they're similar, and you would say that.
Yeah, but my point was that you will not on planet Earth find a country that is communist where the people is allowed to have an opinion. It just don't happen in communism. And that is one of the fucking core values of communism, that the people have
Heavy
to give
Padilla.
up everything for the greater
hello,
good,
Nay.
and one have to fucking sacrifice itself for the rules and shit like that. I mean, that is fucking communism right there.
Is Cuba communism?
Second,
Is Cuba communism?
I don't know actually. I would imagine it is, right?
Well,
I don't know actually.
You know this guy, Craig Pasta from the Convo Couch on YouTube. He has his own channel, and he just came back from Cuba, and he took a whole bunch of video and photographs while he was out there. And what I saw was a lot of freedoms. And if that's communism, it's not what I expected to see in a communist country.
I mean, me neither, because like in places like China and Russia, you are not allowed to go out and demonstrate and shit like that.
Okay.
You are not.
Let's find
China,
out.
they're not even allowed to hold up a blank piece of paper now, because the CCP know what that blank piece of fucking symbolized. So people are not allowed. That's how fucking far they go, you know. It's all about have the fucking control over the people, you know. And if you cannot have the control over a person, then you fucking disappear him, right?
Okay, check this out. I just Googled it. Cuba's a fully communist country. It has been since 1965.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you can also, when you say it looked happy and all that shit, when you see all this, the Western people who live, let's say in China, who get used by the CCP to promote communism, they will dance with the Uyghurs, you know, and all the Uyghurs are dancing and shit. They will look happy, you know. But that don't change the fact that there's many Uyghurs who end up in constant.
Okay, I'm gonna show you some video. Check this out. This is some of Craig's stuff.
Déjalo que yo le dije que sí, que va a dejar la otra.
AGD, con mi tío.
AG3,
Con
mejor.
mi tío.
Ah,
Con mi tío AGD.
a ver.
Or you can find things like that out of China also, you know.
They just, I mean, look at the kids. Look at the kids at the table behind the woman, though. Look at the two kids.
Yeah, but that don't say anything about how much freedom the people have. That some people look happy and dancing around, you know.
All I'm saying is, when I see the two kids that are sitting at the table, they're two younger people that are sitting at the table, and then the third guy, he's drumming on the table.
Yeah,
This was.
yeah, I know what you said, but my point is, you can see scenes like that from China also, you know. I mean,
Well, I don't know if the people are
people
smiling. I don't know if the people are
allowed
smiling like that in
to,
China, but
to have fun and laugh and shit, you know. But it don't take away that they basically have zero freedom, you know. They just use whatever they have to be happy, you know.
all right. So
But I have to admit, I don't know much about Cuba. I literally don't. I don't. just I have seen a lot of propaganda pieces come out of China where everyone is smiling and happy and dancing around with the Uyghurs and shit, and we know that that's not the case in reality, you know. And a lot of Western people, literally, they got an apartment that's paid for by the CCP, whatever the Chinese Communist Party, and they basically get fucking propped up like a fucking propaganda piece. And there's quite a few fucking Westerners that does that, and they live good in China. They live better than the normal Chinese person fucking live. Because it's good fucking PR to have a Westerner say communism is good, you know.
Well, I mean, there's people that are suffering here in the United States in poverty, millions of them.
I know.
And so I wonder what.
But there's freedom in America.
Yeah, but what's better though? Freedom with suffering or lack of freedom without suffering? Or somewhere in between.
Lack of suffering. China fucking harvest organs and shit, disappear people. Russia do the same thing. I would imagine that Cuba doing something similar.
Cuba came up with the cure for cancer. Did you hear about that?
Who did that?
Cuba got a vaccine for cancer. Yeah, and it got all covered up. This was huge news a year ago, bro. And people were like...
and that's not just propaganda or something.
Who knows? I don't know what happened with that. That's something Craig might be able to tell us about if we ask him. I just asked him on Twitter, what's communism like for the people?
I think if that was the case, why would they cover that up? I mean, when they found the cure for AIDS, you know, that it was not covered up. People can live with HIV for a whole life, you know. Why would they not do the same thing with cancer?
You know that people can travel into Cuba now, right? Like tourists.
People can travel as tourists into China also.
Yeah, I know. No. What I'm saying is people can go in there and they can see, they can for themselves what it's like in Cuba. It's not like it's shut out like North Korea.
You cannot do that in China. That's for sure. You cannot do that in China. You are fucking not allowed to go out.
Well, it's a different. So it's a different regime and it's a different kind of leadership. And that's what I'm saying is. Now imagine if, so there is a communist government in Cuba. Now imagine if it was me running it, or you running it, or Craig running it.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't classify it as communism.
But it's still, what if it was? That's the thing. What if it was communism? You know, but it was just somebody who was nicer, who wasn't imposing.
I think it would kind of like be... And this is not like that, but this is a broad example. Like fucking live in Denmark, you know. We have free health care. If you don't work, they got paid for you.
Cuba has lung cancer vaccine.
In Denmark unless they fucking choose it themselves, you know. And that would basically that is the fucking dream of fucking communism, right? The fucking state take care of you, right? We are not communists in Denmark. We are not. But what the system works here, because we are allowed to have our own fucking opinion, we don't get silenced or disappear, you know.
Dude, here you go, brother. This is crazy. Let me pull this up on the screen.
But there's many different variants of cancer, right? There's not just one kind of cancer. There's leukemia, and there's brain cancer, liver cancer. There's
fucking stupid. What? That's not the right desktop. What? That's not the desktop. Why is this thing?
I guess it might target the tumor, and because that produces a lot of fucking white blood cells, right? I don't know. I'm not a fucking doctor, fucking science. I don't know what I'm talking about.
No. I don't know what the science is behind it yet. I just pulled up the. Here it is. There it is. Okay, great. I don't know why this software is... I probably just need to reboot my computer and update some software and everything will be fine. Anyhow, you guys, look at this, man. This is from roswellpark.org, and if you check this out, through a historic partnership with Cuba's Centro de Immunologia Molecular, or CIM, Immunologia, Roswell Park is helping to develop several innovative and potentially life-saving cancer therapies. The first of these new approaches to be available to United States patients is Simavax EGF, an immunotherapy for lung cancer. We are the only facility in the country that offers this groundbreaking treatment. Find out if you're eligible. Additional clinical trials. So this is legit. This is nothing.
How long have we known about that?
And me personally,
have they known about that?
Me personally, or have they known about it?
Yeah. They how long since it was
Let's
public?
see if there's an information thing here to say. It says research. Oh, wait, maybe right here. If it says history. Whoa, dude, it's got all the stuff on this website. I mean, whatever you want to know about it, it's all here.
I mean, if they have probably if it's legit, they have made papers, right, who have been peer reviewed. That's one way to test it.
Research.
If it literally is legit, that's peer reviewed.
It's all of its on its page.
And if
they've got all the
documents is out there, then other scientists or doctors or whatever can pick it up, right? Or have they also disappeared those documents? Because that's literally gotta be the proof, right? Peer-reviewed documents, experiments and operations and trials and
services. Huh. You can call them 1-800-ROSWELL.
I mean, I'm fucking interested in that because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up with lung cancer at some point with all that tobacco.
Well, if that's the case, hopefully by then it'll just be a common thing that you'll be able to have access to, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, come see us. Your first visit. To ensure you receive the medical care you want when you no longer speak for yourself, we ask you to name someone you trust to make your healthcare decisions. Proxy. That's huge, dude. Oh my goodness. There's a whole page dedicated to that. Yeah, if that's the very first thing. Before your appointment, appoint a healthcare proxy in advance. Because by the time you get there, you might not be able to talk or represent yourself properly or whatever. It's crazy. It's like they can reverse that and save your life and turn it around. That's the day of your appointment. Dress comfortably to enter the hospital.
Something to do with stem cells?
I believe it might, because there was under this research thing. If you look at research, there's like gene modulation, gene targeting, and transgenic genomics, hematologic, all this stuff, bro, and you can click on all this. What we do, the Genomics Shared Resource at Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Center offers sample to data services with an expert technical staff performing all aspects of sample preparation, QC, assay design, and analysis. The GSR is a broadly functioning core that provides an integrated set of tools and services for genomic analysis. Our long-standing history and contribution, this goes on and on and on. They talk about the equipment that they use to look at your genes and shit, bro. It literally, it's listing the machines they're using. But like I said, it's roswellpark.org/Simavax, and I'll give you guys a link to this. It's interesting. It's so funny. We went off on this major aside talking about a cure for lung cancer, because imagine that came out of a communist country, Cyber. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, because communism has something to offer us. And they got that.
Yeah, but then I don't know if they would just offer it because let me give you an example. I go back to China again, and I don't hate Chinese people. I hate the CCP. I have to fucking say that. Before the pandemic really started, where they kept fucking denying it, do you know what China did?
What?
They bought up all the fucking masks and shit they could get around their hands on all over the fucking globe. People, and when after the pandemic broke out, a lot of countries donated fucking those masks to China, right?
Right?
You know what China did?
They
They sold those fucking donated masks back to those countries who fucking donated them when they stood and needed them. There was no fucking helping hand there in any way. I mean, and that's fucking communism for you, bro.
No, don't stop
I mean-
saying it's communism, bro. It's not communism.
But it is.
It's the people that are it's the leaders that are taking advantage of it, man. It's not the system of government. It's the people that are installed, man. It's a different thing. You keep blaming the system, and I don't think it's fair to communism.
Do because
Do you know who Unholy Rome is?
I do.
He's a fucking communist. He's a fucking
I know,
commie.
and I know.
He's a
I know
fucking
he is.
commie, bro. He's a Russia supporting, fucking China supporting, fucking communist. And you know what?
And I don't think
I love that guy.
and that's why I would really fucking love him, and I would also love you to actually sit down and watch some of the China show, so you don't just take what I'm saying.
Dude, I don't
but you
care what
fucking
China
listen
does with
to
communism.
people who
I
have
don't care what.
lived in China.
See, that's the problem. Is you want me to look at China? Look at China. Fuck China. I don't give a fuck about
Yeah,
China.
but
I just want to.
but China is a really good example of fucking communism.
I think it's a good example of a government gone
country in the world.
I think it's a good example of a corrupt government. That's what I think that is.
Yep.
That's all I
but
blame is
you know
corrupt
what?
people.
Hey, that government. The CCP have been in power since World War II ended. First Mao Zedong took it over, That should be communism and be good for the people. He killed every fucking rich person in the country, killed all the school teachers and shit, killed all the old government. And when it was he was done, the next guy took over. And he did something similar. The next guy took over. He did something similar. And then there was a guy, I don't recall his name. He tried to open up for the West, And when the next guy came, that got shut down. And now we have Xi Jinping, and it get even more shut down, I just think it's a fucking, it's the DNA of fucking communism. It harbor fucking bad fucking people in power. I think
And democracy doesn't over here in the United States. Come on, man. Look at Donald Trump. Look at Biden. These guys are war criminals. Obama's a war criminal.
I agree, but people don't get disappeared or get put in fucking concentration camps and get their organs harvested and shit, and you are still allowed to demonstrate. You are still allowed to have your opinion and all that shit. You are not allowed to do that in a communist country. You just have to fucking toe the party.
There's different forms of horrors that both forms of government are guilty of. I mean,
I agree, totally agree.
We destroy governments from the inside, bro. And we go and we seek out governments that we disagree with, and we overthrow them violently.
I agree. CIA have probably some really fucking bad shit on their gun.
Did you see the AI? Did you see the AI report? The AI put out. Someone asked. Jimmy Dore covered it, and I got to tell you, it's really good. I saw it on Jimmy Dore's live, and I don't know if they cut this part out and put it on YouTube. But I was watching Jimmy Dore live the other day, and I'm glad I was. They covered this AI thing, and somebody asked AI if it would please write a report with bullet points regarding all of the instances that the United States has used in, its military to influence governments in other parts of the world, bro. And it started way back, and it just started outing every single coup that we've done. And when you're looking at the list, and Jimmy Dore's reading through it, and you're just like, yeah, bro. And then it goes right on up to Ukraine, and it says we overthrew the Ukrainian government in 2014. You know, and you're like, boom, there you go. We are the bad guys, man. We're the ones that we're going around the world fucking imposing our will on everybody, killing people doing it.
Yeah, but the communists doing the same thing. They just do it more covertly and not as open as the West do. The China have all that wolf warrior bullshit and all that fake shit, you know. They still do it. They just do it on a more covert fucking... Why do you think they want to push TikTok so hard? And why do you think the foreign minister of China, you will never see the foreign minister of fucking America, because if you go into China, Facebook, Google, YouTube, Spotify, every fucking major app in China is blocked. You don't see the American foreign minister standing there stamping in the fucking floor and hammer in the fucking table and say, oh, that's not fair, that's not fair. That's what the foreign minister of China did when signal is no longer allowed. Why would he fucking care if it was not used to fucking spy on people as it's fucking proven it is? And there's so many examples what China do covert. They have those Confucius institutes all around the world where it is supposedly students, only Chinese students, so they're easier to learn and get the rules of the country of that shit. All those Confucius Institute have basically been caught fucking stealing from research from every fucking major fucking university they have been at. I mean, there are so many examples. What China just do it covertly, America just do it openly. It's but everyone does it. And my point to that is two wrongs don't make one right, or whatever you say. Just because Americans do it or do it worse, I mean, it's bad. No matter who the fuck do it, I agree, but. I'd rather be, and I know I've said it to you so many times before, I'd rather be under control of the United States than I would be in control of the Communist Party of China or the government of Russia like it is right now. That guy, that dad, his fucking child drew a anti-Russia drawing, and the child is now in fucking re-education camp, and the dad is in jail. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up. I mean, it's fucked up. They're not going to win. They're not going to win me over by doing that to people. That's Russia. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I will say I don't know much about Cuba. I really don't.
Do you know anything about Guantanamo Bay?
About what?
Do you know anything about Guantanamo Bay? The prison.
Oh yeah.
That's what America. That's what America is still doing to people. With Ron DeSantis was there torturing them, but you saw the photographs that came out of there and what they were doing to people.
Yeah. I've seen documentaries and shit about that.
There's no telling what else goes on that we don't hear about in this country or abroad, where United States is at and what they do. You know, I just saw a report that said in Syria the United States heisted a whole bunch of shit. They were stealing oil, but they were stealing other shit from Syria. They like stole grain or some shit, or some crazy fucking, where you're just like, what? Yeah, the United States military, they're just thieving shit from Syria. In addition to we're imposing sanctions on Syria, and Israel is not allowing aid into the country, you know. So that's evil as fuck.
It is.
After an earthquake, this is what they're doing to Syria. After a freaking earthquake. I need a rip, bro.
Yeah, man, that's bad. That's fucking bad.
You guys, roswellpark.org. I gave you the link in the chat. Roswell Park. So if you guys want to read about that lung cancer vaccine, it is available for Americans. So you can look into that. Pat from Pat the Burner just said, it's a horrible and ridiculous truth that when it comes to COVID, we'd have been better off with Trump. At least the press would have reported on his anti-science public health policy, unlike Biden's, which they ignore. Wow, dude. Nailed it. Again. He's always nailing it, dude. Anyway, whatever. That dude rocks. And then his partner, Layla Charles, she says, the good billionaire Warren Buffett strikes again. Okay, cool. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for coming. Cheers, Cyber. Cheers, everyone, for coming in here and hanging out with us. We really do appreciate you spending your time with us. It means a lot. No law regarding cannabis.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
Chili dog. Cheers.
You know,
The Ballantine Collection.
Billy Ballantine.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Chili dog.
You're the one getting a birthday
Just
present.
picked up some garlic cookies and tangy.
And it's on its way, Billy. In fact, I was just telling Cyber before we started the show, I rode my Jeep out, which was cool. I took my Jeep to the post office place, the pack and ship, to mail you your driftwood, bro. And I had so much fun in that little thing, bro. I just drove like a mile, you know? It's great. Well, it's probably like 2 miles total. It's great. Getting out of the house. It's fun. Disney World quietly took power back from DeSantis' new board before the state takeover. I wonder how they did that.
Who did that? You said Disney World.
They're magical.
The Ballantine Collection.
That's how they did it.
Oh, I can't wait to make all those phoenix trees. Instant ancient Asmufugus. Thank you.
Bro, I hope you like some of that wood I sent you. You know, the one I'm most excited about, I wrapped it in bubble wrap. It's the one that looks like a little oak tree, bro. with the hole in the middle. It's like all haunted looking. There'll be more, bro. Next time I get down in that creek, that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to be look, because I don't normally do that. I don't normally look for those. The biggest, best ones that I found, I know where they were, and I know how to, you know. The best ones are buried in the sand completely. And the sand is shifting all around them, grinding them down. That's why they look like that. They're literally completely surrounded by sand. And I know that because when I find them, all of the crevices and holes and stuff are full of sand. If you just pull it straight out of the water, it'll just be full. You gotta, usually what I do is, before I pull it out of the water, I very gently shake it one way, turn it the other way, and I just agitate it to get all the sand out of all the holes, and then very carefully place it on the side, because some of that stuff is really soft and can break very easily when it's still in that state. Once it sun dries, they solidify nicely, you know. I still got covfefes, I still got covfefes. It's a song about covfefes. Whoa, look at them sprinklers. Woohoo! Look at that. So I got a problem. Some of my grass is dying out front. And I had to work on the sprinklers today. I went out there and I turned them on. And all I had to do basically was just turn them off and then turn them on again. And then they were working properly. And then it was like there was something in the line, you know, that was clogging the line, and then it dislodged it. So I ran the sprinklers for 25 minutes out there where these areas where the grass is all dead, bro. I was like, I spaced on that. It's a big property, man, and my mind's not always on everything. And I should have spotted the dead grass. Mom, did you notice the dead grass in the front yard?
A little bit.
It's the sprinklers, but I got on it today. I think I fixed it.
Well, we're supposed to have some rain this week.
That's why these sprinklers are on back here. I was working on them.
I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a shame, really, that we haven't had any rain. Where's Harley?
The Ballantine collection.
On my bed, right in the middle of it.
I just finished the workshop
say hello
today
to him.
on how to do Tanuki bonsai.
He's probably on
Tanuki
your
is
on the
Japanese
couch.
for trickster, cause it's tricking you into thinking it's old. Pretty cut and dry, really. Pun intended.
The workshop on how to do a Tanuki bonsai. It's Japanese for trickster because it's... Oh. Cool, bro. That's cool, man. Nice. Yeah. I just hope that I hope they're thick enough and big enough. I was thinking you probably can just take a power drill and drill holes through them, right? To put plants through them and root them and fit them in there. I don't know. I don't know how you do it. But I just hope there's some workable pieces in there. And then you'll show me a picture of the ones that work the best for you, and then that's what I'll shoot for the next time we do it. You know? I'm really excited about, bro, this is something that I love. It's like a little diorama. That's a freaking bonsai tree is like a little diorama, you know?
Yep, you have to Dremel it in places to pop in the live trunk.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, bro, drill away, brother. Drill away, man. Some of this wood is just going to be... You'll be able to hand Dremel some of this wood. You know? Some of it's really delicate. You know, I don't know if you're going to lacquer stuff. But I could just imagine that thing that looks like an oak tree and it comes up and it's like two arms coming up off the top. That would be so cool if it could be branches and just be a tree, bro. On the trunk. Oh, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm just saying.
The Ballantine collection. Then I soak it in matte poly to preserve it. Yep. You get it.
Cool, bro. Cool. Yeah. You'll have to clean them. You know, I don't want to pressure wash anything. I sometimes I do a light pressure wash with the garden hose with a little mist spray to get the sand out. But I don't want to pressure wash. I don't want to use even if there's bark on them, I leave the bark on. Because you can do whatever with that. You can peel that off. It'll be killer underneath. It's been under sand, so it's all ground down. Even under the bark is probably pretty smooth. But it'll just make for a more interesting patch there. Because if it's not, it'll be like different color or whatever. You know. There's the ones that get ground down, and the ones that are roots. The roots are some of the best ones I've seen. They're roots that have broken off. Oh, they're some of the coolest ones. Yeah, this one I have outside. I should probably do something like what you're saying, matte poly. I should probably look into
The Ballantine collection. You should try it. I think you'd get addicted. You're thinking of all this exactly right.
I know. I love artsy shit, bro. The artsy fartsy thing? What do you think that's worth, the artsy fartsy thing? Hey kid, no shortcuts. How much for the artsy fartsy thing? How much money you got left? I don't know. That ain't enough for this. I think this thing's a lot more money than that. The artsy fartsy thing. 43.51.31. Have we been looking at that for a while? 43.51.31. 43.51. Whoa, dude. We're hitting a recovery. And we've got an inverse head and shoulders pattern, guys, on Bitcoin. So we're good. We just formed an inverse head and shoulders pattern. That means within the next 12 hours, we're going to be going up significantly. As least, and the way it's been going, it goes higher than as low as that dip was. So I could show you the dip and show you how high it's going. This is how we get it so accurate. It's so easy to do. We go over here, right, and we look at our shoulder, head, shoulder pattern. Right here it is. And we look at this, and we determine the distance from this to this, and then we double that. We go from here to here, and then we go from here to here, and then we just look over here, and we see, what was that? That was 29,190. So you can expect to retest, 29,190. You can expect to retest 29,190 again. That's what this point was, but that's where we're going. So that's the target. The reason we know the target is that's the Bollinger Band. That's what we hit and bounced off of.
The Ballantine collection.
So there we go.
Wood glue, poly,
Prediction.
superglue, epoxy are all used to do this.
Ah,
It's all preference or necessity.
okay.
For instance, if the wood is all soft, you need epoxy.
Okay, it's interesting. So, what we'll do is we'll make the prediction right now and say it's 5 o'clock on today's the 30th, March 30th, right? So today at 5 o'clock, I'm telling you that by, about 5 a.m. or any time before 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, 12 hours from now. Probably happen at 9 p.m. tonight when the Asian markets open. We're going to see a retest of $29,190 within 12 hours of right now. I'm going to go ahead and put the tweet up and just say it. Retesting 29,190 on BTC in the next 12 hours. Or so. It could be a little bit more, but it could be less. Now, we're also in a descending, we're also a falling wedge pattern. It's perfect. It's a complete setup. 2 patterns confirmed on the 24-hour chart. Come see me live now for more. Okay, there you go. Retesting 29,000. 190 on Bitcoin in the next 12 hours or so. 2 pounders confirmed on the 24-hour chart. Come see me live now for more. Great. So I'm just going to put that out there. We're at 28,150, guys. We're going up to 29,150. And it's going to happen fast, man. We're going to be like doing a bong rip with Cyber right now, saying cheers, no law regarding cannabis. Thank you to all of you guys that come in here to spend your time here on the show. We do appreciate you so much. Billy Ballantyne, thank you. Everybody that's on Rumble, thank you. I don't know where I have the page up. It's over here. I'll refresh that. Or just click on it. I didn't even have it open. Oh, now I'll refresh it. There's one person watching over there. And I just want to say thank you. So, cheers. Cheers, Cyber.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
Chili dog. Cheers, guys.
Oh, so tasty. It's so good. Okay, so we're at $9,000 profit all time. That's so cool that it shows up on the bottom there. We don't have to do any math now. We just so the battle between Disney and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis may not be over yet. The new board, handpicked by the Republican governor to oversee Disney's special taxing district, said Wednesday it's considering legal action over a multi-decade agreement reached between the entertainment giant and the outgoing board in the days before the state's hostile takeover last month. Under the agreement, quietly approved on February 8th, as Florida lawmakers met in special session to hand DeSantis control of the Reedy Creek Improvement District, Disney would maintain control over much of its vast footprint in Central Florida for 30 years, and in some cases, the board can't take significant action without first getting approval from the company. Wow. This essentially makes Disney the government, board member Ron Perry said during Wednesday's meeting, according to video posted by an Orlando television station. This board loses, for practical purposes, the majority of its ability to do anything beyond maintaining the roads and maintaining basic infrastructure. That's the board appointed by Ron DeSantis. You guys, it's a win for the LGBTQ community. It's a win for freedom. It's a win against fascism. And it's a win for all of you. And you should all be celebrating right now. This is really good news. And when we have good news, we should be aware of that. So, this goes on and on right here. In a statement to CNN, Disney stood by its actions. All agreements signed between Disney and the district were appropriate, were discussed and approved in open notice public forums in compliance with Florida's government and the Sunshine Law. Somebody's going to get fired over this one. Documents for the February 8th meeting show it was noticed in the Orlando Sentinel as required by law. I got to tell my mom, dude, it's so great. Mom, you know the board that Ron DeSantis assigned to run Disney was overridden by Disney just now. When Ron was appointing that committee officially, Disney had a private kind of a meeting. While all eyes were on that, at a meeting it said, yeah, no, we're not going to do that. So it's come out publicly now that Disney said that basically the only thing that DeSantis appointed board can do is take care of the roads and the utilities, and that's it. They'll have no control over all the lands or any of the creative control or anything.
Excellent.
It's a massive win for the LGBTQ community.
Thank God.
And we need to celebrate those times when they happen, you know?
Unbelievable.
Yep. I got orange peel on my seat. Okay. Wow. I mean, that is great news. I've got dinner here I'm so excited about. How many people are on Rumble? Really? Yes, no good. This ain't no good, I say. But anyway, I am live on the main channel, right? Yeah, there it is. Cool. And I'm not live on that channel, but I'm live on every other channel, which is good. Just the one, there's one YouTube channel I'm not broadcasting to. It's got a strike or something. But those all wear off eventually. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I love you guys. I just want to say thank
The
you.
Valentine Collection. If you want, I've identified the present day and master of bonsai. He's alive and on YouTube. And he even speaks friggin' English.
Yes, please.
I can send you his channel if you feel froggy.
I feel froggy. Ribbit. $43,931. All-time profit. Coming up. Calculating. $9,131.07. 26.2% profit. It's a great investment. We did good on it. We're still doing good on it. We'll keep our eye on it. We'll keep our eye on this market. And remember, sometime in the next 12 hours, we're going to retest 29,190, and it's going to be exciting. So when that happens, maybe I'll go live. All right? So keep your eye on Bitcoin if you want a precursor, or my Twitter feed. How about I tweet about it if I see it? And let you all know there. I'm at Nays Garden on Twitter. Now would be a great time for you guys to finally get over to Twitter and get yourself an account, get a new account, get a new Gmail address, whatever you got to do. Make a new account. Come on over and follow at Nays Garden. You can follow at Nays Garden Show. You can follow at Truthier News. You can follow Crypto Cult 420. You can follow at Ben_Shader. You can follow at Nays Garden. Nays _. You can follow at. You're right, Cyber. I got too many freaking Twitter handles.
You fucking do, bro.
But I only got one on screen. It's at Nays Garden. So follow that one for sure. And I'll be looking for you all over there because it's going good. And it's how we got Willie, man, on. And if you guys, well, whatever, you want to go watch that interview that we had earlier, it's good. It's a good show. And, you know, if you watch it from Willie's channel, everyone was talking shit about me over there. His audience does not like me. So, go check that out. It's kind of fun. All right, you guys take care. Thanks for watching. Bye, says Cyber.
Bye.
Later,
Crawling
everybody.
for
Thank
coins.
you so much. Crawling for
Later,
coins.
Nay.
Crawling for coins. Yes, come back when this market shoots upwards. We're gonna go live with it probably. Look, I'm a shrimp. All right, bye guys.